Bum, bum, bum. Yo, Seviper. Yo, Seviper's colors look great in this hack. Look at that. That looks really good. That's a Seviper. Show me the goose. Show me potato salad. This should be a lot of experience. It's a new low we've reached, having to switch train my Pokemon in the wild. Let's actually go back a little bit. It wouldn't take that long to get back to Fiery Path, because in Fiery Path, we should be able to level up Aron and Horsey really quick, theoretically. Now that I think about it. Although that is a good point in chat. Aron can probably beat the stuffing out of Seviper. And also Swablu. Oh, and you know what? I'm actually gonna make it even easier for Aron and give it Dig real quick. Why does Breloom learn Dig? Gonna try and train versus Wild Slugma. Do you remember the last time I was at... Never mind. I was about to say, remember last time we encountered like 2 Slugma out of 50 Pokemon? So it'll be fine. But you know, as soon as I go back to Fiery Path, every other encounter is going to be Slugma because it took me so long to find one last time. Chat. Do you remember mere moments ago when we came over here and the first Pokemon we encountered was a flying type and the second Pokemon we encountered was a pure poison type? To which I said, this will be perfect for Aron. Upon which, when we returned, they hit me with a water grass type. Do you see what I have to put up with? Between then and now, they renamed it the Slugma Path. No, my Electrike Speed! We still don't have a bird. Have we encountered a single good, like, flying type in the wild? I mean, if I get Charmeleon to level 36, we'll have a bird. That's something. How did you fail at Nature's Power? What? Did Nature forsook you? Chaos, sorry if you've already answered this. I had to run downstairs as I asked, but did you see the new Persona announcements? All right, chat, let's start a counter. Second, no, that's the fourth person to show up today and say, Chaos, what about Persona announcements? The Sailor has Intimidate, why? Now, I'm not saying this to be mean to anyone in chat, because, you know, it's to be expected, but I just want to keep tally of it. Because I have a feeling it's going to happen all day. My impressions of the Persona 4 Revival announcement is it's gonna feel really bad playing that game and not hearing Yuri Lowenthal and Laura Bailey. This is gonna take 7 years. Breloom, save me. My impression of Persona 6 is, wow, it's green. As well as my dreams for Persona 5 Arena with Labras have died. Which is sad. Who needs birds? In my day, we walked. Angry man shakes fist at birds in the clouds. This entire route is counter-teaming you? I noticed, Shroom, I noticed! Might be worth changing the stream title to let people know you've seen Persona 4 and Persona 6 stuff. That won't work. People don't read the title of the stream. They'll still show up and immediately just put in chat, like, tell me about thing. Can't wait for Persona 6 to release and have terrible audio balance. So true. In actuality, I'm very excited for Persona 6 actually happening. That they're finally doing it. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. But also, they didn't really show anything. It was just like, hey, the color is green, and that was pretty much it. The trailer... At least the trailer I saw, I don't know if there's more than one, it was like 1.5 minutes. And it was basically just like, shadowy objects and then the color green with arguably one of the worst logos I've ever seen. Where it was just like the letter P and the letter 6 in a green circle. I saw the logo and was like, really? The super stylish Persona franchise? That's the logo for it? Chaos, what game is this? Did you hear about Persona 6? Also, what fire-type Pokemon do you have? All right, listen, I respect your game. Shockwave. I also saw that they announced another Stellar Blade, which I'm super excited for. Because I loved Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade is honestly one of my favorite games that I've played in the past couple of years. I need to play it again and get the platinum on my own time. Maybe I'll do a redux of it before Stellar Blade Blood Rain comes out. But very excited for new Stellar Blade. Finally, something that Aeron can kill. Watch it, Hypnosis. Aeron can train on this route. Lotad into Stantler, into Lotad, into Lombre. I know, Shroom. It's been a rough time for my boy. But new Stellar Blade announced, and then they also announced a new Spyro game. Beyond the Realms or whatever. I didn't hear what Pokemon noise that was. Whatever. But, I didn't see a trailer or anything for the Spyro game, but new Spyro game. I'm definitely down for that. Did I say the letter 6? That sounds like me. I probably did say that, and I believe you. Lotad gets missed? Just doesn't seem like a move it would have. Bite it. I saw there was an announcement for Wolf Among Us 2. They're still making Wolf Among Us? I thought that game died. Didn't that... What's the name of the company that did Wolf Among Us? Isn't that the... That's Telltale Games, isn't it? I thought that they, like, died. Didn't they, like, go out of business? Am I misremembering stuff? Bro! What is with the Lombre and Lotad population on this route? I don't know, man. I don't video games. All right, fair enough, Shroom. Fair enough. I thought there was a big thing about Telltale, like, going out of business, like, 5 years ago or something. And people were, like, lamenting that there would never be continuations to some of their Telltale games. But maybe that was a fever dream that I made up in my mind. Someone explain to me why Lombre is so bulky. Telltale is on life support, but still operating. I see, I see. My Electrike. I need it to be a Manectric so that it does good damage. All right, live this, get it into quick attack range. You got this. Okay, so do you ever plan on bringing Redigitize or Decode someday to the channel? I was literally talking about that the other day, that I should do Redigitize or whatever the world game I haven't played on the 3DS is on the channel, maybe later this year, after we're done with Digimon World 4 and whatever the other game I'm currently playing is, Digimon Time Stranger Mega Plus. After those playthroughs are done, so later in the year, it would be. So, you know, no promises, but I'm thinking about it. Soda Pops only recover 50 points in this game? This game is unplayable? I thought Soda Pops were supposed to be 60. Telltale died, but it got better. How dare you have fairy-type moves? Who do you think you are? Get rocked. Really sick of you guys living on like 1 HP. Stop doing that. That was super effective? They made you a fairy type? They must have made it a fairy type. Hoot hoot. Where did all of the Seviper go? I want the Seviper experience. Digimon Time Stranger good? I'm planning on getting it for Switch 2 next month. Yes, Time Stranger is the best Digimon game I've ever played. I would highly recommend Time Stranger. Fantastic video game. Perfect training montage for Aeron, the one where we actually train Electrike. Listen, Shroom, it pays the bills, man. Bum, 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 bum. Did you die, Telltale? Sadly, yes. But I lived. Oh, get paralyzed, you dumb idiot. Deserved. You're still faster than me. I'm an Electrike. You officially think Time Stranger is better than Hacker's Memory? That's so... The way you worded that is so funny to me. That's your official opinion, your official stance. We can put that in the newspapers tomorrow. You know, we're going to be running an article on this on Fox News and CNN, so... Everyone in the world is going to know that this is your official stance. At this point, train Aeron in Flannery's gym. Stop disarming me with your voice. It's crazy. Next year will be your second time playing a Persona remake, followed later in the year by an FF7 remake trilogy game. Oh yeah, they announced FF7 Revelation, which I'm also super excited for. They're gonna... Dude, I feel like games were sort of like on the lower end for me this year. Not that there were like bad games that came out. There were some awesome games that came out this year we played, but just there weren't many games coming out. And now suddenly, like, the end of this year and the start of next year is like we got games, man. We got all the games. No bacon, infinite games. Tons of it. But anyways, yeah, I do think that Time Stranger is like the best Digimon game I've ever played. I'm hoping this Aeron is going to evolve into Leiron at some point in the 20s instead of level 32. Fingers crossed. Flannery's gym is burned down. It's all Lotad and Lombre now. No! Metal Claw. Is in fact a good time to be a gamer. I just feel like that there were like no games that I cared about that were like coming out in the past like 3 months other than Star Force coming out. There was like maybe a game a month that I was into. And then people would show up in chat and be like, what games are you looking forward to this year? And pretty much every time I would be like, I don't know, I'm not really looking forward to any games. I don't feel like any games I care about have been announced. That would have to be like, wasn't Tides of Annihilation supposed to come out sometime this year? I guess that, if that's still happening, I don't even know. Now, finally, fake E3 happened, and so now there are like 8 different games I can be like, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Should come out in the next couple of months. Leiron and Aggron removed from this Romhack, replaced by Arbok and a second bigger Arbok. I'm here for second bigger Arbok. I need... Chat, find me a Pokemon hack that has Mega Arbok in it that I can put on the sub-goal list, please. I just really want to use a better Arbok. Is that so much to ask? Large Bok. Metal Claw. How the heck does Aeron use Metal Claw? Look at his little toes. His foot is one big toe. This man does not have any claws. Sounds like Seviper. No, Seviper is like the same size as Arbok. Seviper is just like Arbok if he was spicy. We need an Arbok that is just like Arbok but bigger, and then like his Cobra like upper half gets like spikier. He gets like a trident at the end of his tail or something. Think I could just beat this thing up with Headbutt? I'm gonna try. Now that I'm 2 levels higher than it. Oh, that's not nature power. That's natural gift. Natural gift. Did we speed type? Natural gift needs you to have a hold item, you dumb idiot. Ow. Remember when we found some Viper on this route? Those were the days, Shroom. Those were the days, man. All right, note to self. Fighting Lotad is literally not worth it because it gives no experience. Chaos, did you see the new Persona 4 Revival trailer? Chat, add another one to the counter. Lotad, go away! All right, we're done fighting wild Pokemon in this route, I've decided. I want to get to the cave because I'm hoping in the cave we can train Horsey in there. Miltank! Whitney! Whitney! Uh-oh. Well, I wish I had missed that. Chaos, did you see the new Spyro game trailer? Chat, that counts. Mark that down on the, Mark that down on the list for people showing up and asking me, did you see insert trailer here that we've already talked about? Because that's what all of today is gonna be. This is gonna one-shot. No! Bro, dodge it! Chaos, did you see chat ask if you've seen the new Persona 4 Revival? Well, this was all part of my master plan to give Aaron more experience. Spyro has a new game? Yeah, they announced a new Spyro game. I think they said early next year. I don't think it had a release date. Bim, 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 bim. Anyways, again, I'm not trying to shame anyone showing up in chat and asking. It's just, it's always funny to me as a streamer when people show up like 2 hours into a stream after like some game related thing is announced. Like, did you see Thing? And I'm like, yeah, I was told by like 7 other people. Word gets around super fast on the internet, it turns out. Bum, 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 bum. Oh no! Let's go, Aaron. Get a little bit of experience out of this. I didn't see any game reveals. I just showed up to stream and assumed I'd be filled in. So true. I didn't watch any of the events or any of the reveals, but I also like scroll Twitter, so I saw everything on Twitter basically. Like the second they announced Persona 6, it was the only thing in my feed for like 50 tweets in a row. It's just like Persona 6, Persona 6, Persona 6, Persona 6, Persona 4, Persona 6. Camping's fun. You can fish, roast marshmallows, and tell spooky stories, but the best of all are the Pokemon battles. You do not have to be camping explicitly to do any of the things you just said. Shane. Fampy! No, I'm leading with Aaron! Fampy, not like this. Horsey, I believe in you. It's only 4 levels higher, bro. You got this. Do it for magnitude. Why does this Fampy have magnitude? I thought you weren't supposed to get a good move until like level 50. And by 50, I mean 25. I was really hoping that'd be a 2-shot. It has stamina! Uh-oh. How much does this do? Can I live the second one? No, no, I can't. You would crit. You would. Get predicted. I don't, does ground resist steel, Shroom? I don't remember. No, you have the, I forgot you have that. This is all falling apart. Ground doesn't resist steel, does it? No, it doesn't? Okay, I didn't think so. Haha, get played. I've outsmarted you at every turn, but the problem is you have stamina. Oh yeah, Rayman is getting that remake for Rayman Legends. I'll definitely do the Rayman Legends remake when it comes out. Head first into an Aeron that weighs 1 ton. That Vampy is dead. That's what I'm saying, man. Nuzleaf, finally. Destroy everything on the field, Slugma. Burn it all to a crisp. I love the little red glow Slugma gets. Bull Emerald, thank you for summoning tier 1 for 26 months, brother. Greatly appreciated. Good to be back. Did you catch the Persona 4 revival? Chat, put another one on the counter. What are we, we're at seven chatters showing up. First messages, did you see announcement that happened like an hour before stream? High Chaos, is this Seaglass or Lazarus? What? What did you just say to me? This is Emerald Seaglass, as it says in the title.